For the match, there is the appointment of two umpires, one for the each end, and they control the game according to the laws and playing conditions, and they work neutrally and impartial. The umpire should report at the ground at least 45 minutes before the scheduled start of the play. In some boards, the attendance of umpires at the ground is around 1.5 hours before the start of the play of the game, and they have to report at the venues one day before to inspect the conditions of the ground and for the demarcation of boundaries and creases and preparation of the pitch. It is important that in live matches there is the appointment of more than two umpires. Third as a TV umpire and fourth as reserve umpire. They have their own duties, which will be described in another module. Coming to clause two, umpires cannot be changed during the match, and it can happen in exceptional circumstances when an umpire injures or becomes ill. It is possible, and if it's compulsory to change the umpire, then the replacement shall act only as the strikers and umpire. But if the captains agree, then he can play the full role of an on-field umpire. As a replacement, he can work as the injured umpire or ill umpire has been earlier working.
Played at this very stadium mid-year against the Wallabies. It wasn't a good result from him that night either, a rare off night for the All Blacks.
Tell you what, he's tackled without the ball. That's a send-off.
He's up.
Here we go.
Boy.
Stretch.
Yeah. Been around a long time.
Strapping.
And,
He wants a bit of strapping.
yeah. Aleem. Yeah. The crowd love it. He took a spectacular catch today. Marnus Labuschagne threw him the hat. Caught the hat. A rousing reception from the crowd.
First point three is about the consultation with the captains, and there are things which before the toss umpires shall agree with the captains, and they have to do some things. These are outlined in the clause as well. First of all, the umpires have to meet the captains, and they have to decide the things. One, the ball to be used in the match, and number two is hours of the play and times and durations of any agreed intervals. They have to decide about the intervals, start of the play, finish of the play, and session time. It is technically called session time of the match. In a match of 1 day's duration, and there's no tea interval, but in more than 1 day matches, there are tea intervals as well. The normal intervals are drink intervals in every session. They are normally one drink interval, but in extreme conditions, the umpires and captains can agree to have more than one drink interval. Lunch interval is compulsory in 1 day or 4 day match, and 1 day match, the duration of the lunch interval is normally of 30 to 45 minutes, and in more than 1 day matches, it always of 40 minutes duration. Drink intervals are normally of 5 minutes, and they can be minimized to 4 minutes. After deciding conditions with the captains, then umpires will tell the scorers about the hours of the play and the intervals and the boundary of the field of the play, which and its allowances as well, and about the clock or watch or timings. They have to synchronize their watches with the watch of the scorer. It's quite good. And after that, any special condition about the conduct of the game.